Now let's begin with the visit to the visit to Abeokuta. The presidential candidate of the APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, together with Governor Dapo Abiodun, Chief Akonde, former Governor Shoba, Femi Gbajabiamila as a speaker, among others, met with former President Olusegun Obasanjo in Abeokuta as part of consultations for his presidential bid. This visit was unexpected, BKO.
Yes, and many people also didn't think that President Obasanjo will receive Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu warmly the way he received him. The two men um, had a history of frosty relationship. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu nicknamed Obasanjo the letter writer when he wrote some letters trying to alert President Buhari to the need to run Nigeria better. That didn't go down well with President Obasanjo because during the Jonathan years, though he brought Jonathan to power, though Jonathan belonged to his party, he also famously criticized him through a series of letters. Yes, they didn't like the fact that the PDP guys didn't like the fact that President Obasanjo criticized them the way he did, and they felt that his acerbic criticism contributed to the emergence of Olusegun Obasanjo President Buhari, because he was unrelenting in criticizing him at the time. So they didn't like the fact that Tinubu nicknamed President Obasanjo the letter writer. But don't also forget, Obasanjo had seized the statutory allocation to Lagos State from the Federation account because the state created local council development areas just to ease the administration of the local governments. The Supreme Court gave its judgment directing President Obasanjo to release the funds that he seized because his own argument was that Lagos had only 20 councils, and that it was illegal and against the constitution to create other local governments. The Supreme Court gave that order. Obasanjo never obeyed never implemented the judgment of the Supreme Court. It was his successor, Umar Yaradua, that eventually released the funds to Lagos State. So they never really had a good relationship. I think it was on the occasion of Obasanjo's 78th birthday that Tinubu described him as somebody who kept him on his toes. And he said to President Obasanjo that he was grateful that he kept him on his toes. So looking at both men, they never really had a good relationship. So this visit came as a surprise to many people. And the bigger surprise was the fact that Obasanjo received Senator Tinubu warmly and even cracked jokes with him, saying that he had introduced new words to the Yoruba vocabulary, like Emilokon and Olule. Because when you look at it, Olule is not even a proper Yoruba word, you know. So that's what it is. It's significant in many ways because some of the traditional rulers in Yoruba land had demanded that the big shots from Yoruba land needed to come together so that a Yoruba man will win the presidency. So this is very much in line with that. You cannot discountenance the fact that Obasanjo remains a force in our country. In Ogun State, it may not be a big political force, but across the country, is very relevant, and whatever he says is taken seriously. And if Obasanjo chooses to demarket you, it's going to be difficult for you to win an election. Since he left office, he has a history of supporting people, and those people win election based on his support. Apart from 2019, when he decided to go against President Buhari, and Buhari still won the election. There is no candidate that Obasanjo has backed since he left office that has not won the election. Apart from Goodluck Jonathan when he was seeking re-election. That's the only time that Obasanjo failed to successfully back a candidate and ensure the victory of that candidate. So it's significant for Tinubu to go and pay him a visit and ask for his support. Even Atiku, whom Obasanjo disparaged in his book, visited Obasanjo in 2015, 2019. So a politician who is desperate to win an election knows that it's important to reach out to someone like Obasanjo. That's what Tinubu has done. Despite the fact that Obi has been there before him, Tinubu was not discouraged. He knows the value of having Obasanjo supporting. He went there to consult with him and seek his support. And from what Bajabiamila said after the meeting, the Tinubu camp is encouraged a little bit more by that visit, by some of what Obasanjo said to them.